Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cougars' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So
there he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Payne. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's James. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanford. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barber. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Cougars are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Runs through the tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line, but David, he just held on to it way too long. The defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting the sack. Now I put them into a predictable second down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 20.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Payne. He's going to keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and
turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Payne. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 24 over Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Intercepted, and the defense is set up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayes.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go up top on second and short. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle. It's James. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Keeps it. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, hard frog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Sanford. Running into the open space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
He's got it inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Pulls it in.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. With the catch, it's Baker. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Baker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked off his feet. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick shovel pass. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Got it behind the line. It's Barber. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now.
He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw time, running short in the half.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing the third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just...
Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Baker. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds his man. It's Baker. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right on the money. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. On the move. And they'll bring them down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 30. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And a lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got enough for the first down. At the 45, on its way. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's looking to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, TCU! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling breaks into the open. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Sanford. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Baker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Palmer. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Direct snap. It's Palmer. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Palmer. He'll take it himself. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down and down. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the set.
To give as they work on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's James. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off-play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Houston going up-tempo. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
The sure hands, it's Watkins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have.